Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Winie Aullya. My student number 06011-281-823-073. Today, I want to present about news or a topic that is one of the hot news now. It is about Indonesian deploys medical interns to COVID-19 front lines. First, I want to explain what is medical intern. Medical intern is a physician in training who has completed medical school and has a medical degree but does not yet have a license to practice medicine unsupervised. Related to the topic, there are 16,286 medical interns and volunteers had already been deployed to COVID-19 referral hospitals and labs. More than 100 doctors had died of COVID-19, and growing concern that the nation's healthcare system was facing collapse. From this statement, which is from Terawan, the latest of his comments to attract public criticism. Followed report that more than 100 doctors had died of COVID-19. In Indonesia system, recent medical graduates must, after passing a national competency exam, sign up for a one-year internship. The internship is split between a hospital and a community healthcare like a puskesmas, and each segment is 6 months long. This period of hands-on study is required to obtain a medical license and to be eligible for subsequent specialization residence. But the government has shortened the internship period to be 9 months, decreasing the length of time spent at hospital in an attempt to minimize interns' exposure to COVID-19. In this program, interns treat patients under the supervision of doctor. The government pays interns assigned to the western part of the country, like 3.1 million per month, and those in the eastern part, 3.6 million per month. But many young doctors to-be have decided to put off their internship. Only 16% of the quota was filled in May, 2 months after Indonesia reported its first COVID-19 cases. However, the number improved in August and September. But the graduates who have tested positive for COVID-19, are pregnant, or have comorbidities are currently prohibited from taking part in this program. In this case, there are two different choices of two internship doctor. The first one is the choices from a 25-year-old doctor to-be, who started her internship last month at a COVID-19 referral hospital in East Java. It is a hotbed of contagion in the country. She said she could have started the internship in May, but had decided to postpone. It is because she said that it can require doctors to be relocated if necessary, and she saw that her friend in the previous batch would have to handle COVID-19 patients directly, and if any of them were infected, and although some of them did eventually handle those patients and were infected. The um, the intern said that at her hospital, confirmed that COVID-19 patients had to be attended to exclusively by staff doctor, but as the intern, they were assigned to the emergency room and they don't know the patient they were treating had the virus or not until the patient were tested. Even though the nation's emergency room have been divided into two sections, um, it is do not always end up in the right place. Sometimes, many patients who visited the non-COVID-19 section of the emergency room complain of breathing difficulties. It is different with the other intern. Her name is Hera Afidjati, 24 years old, who is set to start her internship in September at another COVID-19 referral hospital in East Java. She said that with no certainty about when the COVID-19 pandemic would abate, she had decided to take the risk. Hera felt it was her duty to help address the outbreak, but she hoped the government would come up with better solution. Mm. But interns have concern beyond contracting the virus. Interns were prohibited from treating COVID-19 patients in isolation rooms and intensive care units, and defended Trawan's statement, saying that the intern had indeed been deployed, but as a support for doctors who would be assigned to screen patients in emergency rooms. Um, intern worried about missing opportunities to attain skills and knowledge. Fewer patients um, are visiting hospitals, meaning interns have fewer cases to study hands-on, and it makes them cannot work directly on COVID-19 cases. Robbie said doctors always had the option to put off their internship and wait until the health crisis was over, but he acknowledged it could put them at disadvantage because of concern of losing competence. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Okay, now I want to open uh, question and answer session. Is there anyone want to ask?
I want to ask you, Winnie.
Okay, Nadia.
In this topic, there are people who is pro or contra. How about you? Please explain why. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, I'm not really sure where I am in, but I think our in pro because as we know, the interns not directly treat the COVID-19 patient, but only as a support for doctors. So I think it is not a big problem as long as they are not handling it only by themselves. Uh, this thing will help them to learn too. But one thing that I am not agree is about the length of their internship. It is too short if only for 9 months. Maybe it will be better if it is can be longer, like 1 until 1.5 year. So the interns can learn more beside the COVID-19 case. Did I answer your question, Nadia?
Yes, Winnie.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else?
Win,
Yes. Okay, Penny.
I want to ask you.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You mentioned about the nation's healthcare system was facing collapse, right?
Yes.
Okay, please give me the example about it and explain.
Okay. I will give a short example. An example. Uh, for example, like the large number of people getting sick and pass away because of the coronavirus, and it is happen at the same time. Uh, it can be in different level of severity from the low and until critical level. Uh, sure, it can make the hospital overwhelmed. Why? Because the availability of health workers and places is not proportional with the number of the patient. So, a lot of doctors pass away because of this virus, and hospitals have become understaffed and less of professional doctors. Did I answer your question, Penny?
Thank you, Winnie.
Okay. How about Firda?
Yes, Winnie, I want to ask you a question. So the
Okay.
government has shortened the internship period to be only for 9 months, right? So in your opinion, is that a good decision?
Okay. I don't think it is a good decision because I think that it is too short for the internship to learn if only for 9 months. Maybe it will be better if it is for 1 and a half years. For example, like if it is 1.5 years, it can be divided into two. The first 7 months, they can help the COVID cases, and the rest of the month, they can use it for learn about other cases. So the interns not only uh, learn about this COVID, but they can learn more. Did I answer your question, Firda?
Yes, Winnie, thank you so much.
Okay. Um, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention.